Hey guys, welcome to Miss Trendy Treats. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make 3 more Christmas treats. So these 3 treats, I'm going to be making Santa bag cake pops, reindeer oops cupcakes, and then I'm also going to be making marshmallow ugly sweater pops. So let's begin by making our cake balls. So first, cover your work area with a piece of parchment paper. Using brown candy melts fitted with tip number 2, pipe out the letter Y and then draw 2 half circles coming off from the main branch. These sprinkles are Wilton brand and you can find them at any department store, and I'm just going to be using all the colored circles, and I'm going to strategically place them all over the antlers. Now place these aside to harden. After they have hardened, take some green melted candy melts fitted with tip number 2. Just draw little loops and lines and have them, kind of go by each of the colored sprinkles to kind of make it look like it's connecting. Try to stay on the antler itself so that your cord doesn't break when you remove it from the parchment paper. Place these in the fridge for about 10 minutes. Using my decorating bag fitted with tip number 2D, I am going to begin piping my cupcakes. Start by building up the middle a little and then go in a counterclockwise rotation around the center, and then begin building up a second layer and then a third until you get to the height you're looking for. Carefully scooch your knife underneath each antler and then press it into each side of your cupcake. Add your eyeballs. I'm using a red M&M for Rudolph's nose. To add a little bit of extra decorative flair, I'm just going to drop it into a red cupcake liner. And that's it. Now for our Santa bags. What you're going to need to do is crumble some cake or cupcakes, drop in some white frosting, and then mix it up really good until you are able to form balls and it no longer falls apart. Kind of like this. Roll your balls to about 1 inch in diameter and try to keep them about the same size. Don't worry about them being smooth because Santa's bags are lumpy. Place them in the fridge for about 15 minutes to chill. Dip your straw into your red candy melts and then press halfway through each of your cake balls. Place these back in the fridge for another 15 minutes. Now we're going to coat each one with red candy melts, making sure to cover any exposed areas. Don't tap the excess off, we need that. Just place it directly onto your wax paper to make a flat surface. Now do this with the rest of your cake pops. Place them back in the fridge for another 15 minutes. They should look like this with a flat top and the rest of it round. Just place them into your cake pop stand to get ready to work with. Using my decorating bag fitted with tip number 14 and some white frosting, I'm just going to build up the center of each cake pop. Kind of look like this. Now go back and fill in the rest of the area around the center. I'm going to use my Wilton sprinkles again to decorate each of the cake pops. And you can do this any way you like. You can add little sprinkles on top to look like balls. I've got a ribbon, some gingerbread men, and some candy canes. To finish off each bag, I'm using my decorating bag fitted with tip number 3, filled with white frosting and piping on his rope to each bag. And that's it. To make the ugly sweaters, you just simply dip your sticks into your candy melts and press them into the bottom of each of your marshmallows. And you can use any color you want. I'm going to be using one of each color. To make the sleeves, just dip your mini marshmallows into your candy melts and then press them on either side of your upside down marshmallow. To make a vest, just simply dip your straw into the marshmallow and put it aside. Place these in the fridge for a few minutes to harden. Once out, coat each of your marshmallows with your candy melts and tap off the excess. Because this is a vest, I'm going to be placing the mini marshmallows on at this point. And then place it into your cake pop holder to harden. For the rest of them, just completely coat them with your candy melts, tap to remove your excess, and then place them in your cake pop holder to harden. Now it's time to decorate our reindeer vest. Using my brown decorating icing, I'm going to fit it with tip number 2, and I'm going to draw out 2 circles and then draw a couple lines off from the top with the smaller circle. And then place a red sprinkle for his nose and then 2 white sprinkles for his eyes. I'm going to use my black decorating icing fitted with tip number 1 and just drop in 2 little black dots. Using my red decorating icing fitted with tip number 14, I'm going to pipe out little fluff balls around the base and the top of the vest. And there's our reindeer. Moving on to the red, I'm going to be using a white snowflake sprinkle and then 2 gingerbread sprinkles. I'm going to adhere these to the front of the sweater using a little bit of frosting. Using the same tip number 14 and some white frosting, I'm going to drop some little white poof balls around the base and the neck of the sweater. To make the blue sweater, I'm going to be using red decorating icing fitted with tip number 1. I'm going to draw out a triangle at the top, and then I'm going to draw a line down from the triangle and then finish it off by drawing a red line around the bottom. I'm going to place 3 green sprinkles on either side as buttons, and then I'm going to go back over with my red and just outline each of the buttons. With my green decorating icing fitted with tip number 2, I'm just going to draw out 2 little ribbons on either side of the sweater. And you're done. For the white sweater, I'm just going to be using tip number 14 and then tip number 1, and I'm going to just decorate it with zigzags and little poof balls everywhere, alternating from green to red. And now I'm just going to drop in little green dots in between the red zigzags and little red dots in between the green zigzags. And he's done. Since this is the same reindeer as the vest, all I'm going to do differently is add poof balls to the outside sleeves. And you're done. The adorable Christmas treats that we made today. We have our standard bag cake pops, our ugly sweater marshmallow pops, and our lighted reindeer antler cupcakes. My personal favorite is the ugly sweaters because for being called ugly, I think they're awfully cute. I will be posting pictures of these guys on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. So here are the adorable. I really hope that you'll try these out. And if you like this tutorial, we have the Santa. And while you're at it, and I have also. Okay. Today I'm going to show you. So today's tutorial, I'm going to show you. Welcome to a very special. So let's begin by making our cake balls.